Good morning. Today's the day I'm going to start and try and get my Swedes in the ground. It's winter veg time, can you believe it? Despite the fact it has rained last night, but it's really muggy today. Pretty warm really, I wasn't expecting it to be this warm up here. Anyway, I'm going to take off some of my Brassica netting and I'm going to take out the rest of... I'm not going to take out everything in that border, I'll show you shortly. Cabbages, broccoli from the summer veg, and I'm going to start and put these in. They're desperate to go in, as you see. They really need to go in the ground now. So this is the border, the Brassica border. I won't be taking it right back to here where I am, but I'll certainly be taking it off. I don't know whether you can see the kale in this shot up to there, or maybe a little bit before. I'm not sure whether I'm going to put the netting back on. It doesn't seem to make any difference to me. I've got Swedes here and I've got broccoli over here, and they're both being eaten, but by slugs, not by birds or caterpillars. So I might not put the netting back on the Swedes. We'll see how I get on. Look at this horrible fat spider I found. Tricked you. It's just an old strawberry. I think I've got about 15 Swedes to go in. I'm not sure if I'll get them all in this patch. I'm certainly going to try. So I've got a little volunteer potato there. I'll take up and try me luck and see if there's anything under there. It's just little, so I'm not expecting much. I'm just going to weed round things. I've got a cabbage there to take out, but I've got another one or two that aren't ready yet. So I'm just going to basically take out the things that are ready and leave the rest. I'm going to take these calabrese out, or with the broccoli, I cannot remember now. They've got a few side little heads on, which I'll take off obviously, and then I'm going to take out these nasturtiums as well. That gives me a reasonable sized patch. Ooh. Eat all the potatoes I can get this year. Look at that, it's quite good. Just a little bit. And I don't think we'll get anything more off those broccoli plants now, so they can come up. I think there's only this one cabbage really to come up. The rest I'll either just pull and give to the hens or leave in place to carry on growing. But I'm not going to get rained off. It's starting to feel very dark and wet. That's got a nice hard head on it, that, although it's not the prettiest. Just spotted that hideous monster heading towards me. Brassica's trying to get under there. And he really is real. Oh, it's a monster. Blimey. Alright, I think that's looking quite nice now. See how many I'm going to get in. So I've decided I'm not going to amend the soil at all. I'm a big fan of Charles Dowden. You've probably heard me talk about him before. He's just such a knowledgeable man, and he kind of tests everything that he does and experiments with it to find out which methods are best. And as far as amending the soil mid-season is concerned, he reckons that as long as you put down a good couple of inches of compost at the beginning of the season, autumn or spring, and then you can put 2 crops into that without doing anything further to it. So I'm going to do what Charles Dowden does. I don't have anything like bloodfish and bone or anything at hand, and I did put a good layer of compost down on this border, so I'm just going to put these Swedes in. Now Swedes are called rutabaga in America, and here in the northeast we call them turnips. And I know they're not strictly speaking turnips, but that's just what they're called here. Certainly that's what I call them anyway in my family. Yeah, there's a little potato appeared from nowhere. Take off those yellow leaves. They're not going to be helping the plant at all. And that one. One down. So that's my Swedes in. It really is threatening to rain. Apparently it's 80% humidity, which is extremely high for this neck of the woods. If you saw last video, you saw I had this wool, it's packaging when we ordered some meat, and I've been cutting it into squares, and I'm going to cut it into squares and put it round each Swede to just try and save it from the slugs a bit. I've managed to get them all in, and I've got some space to spare, so I think I'll put some of my winter cabbages in there. I've got some January King, and I think, see the one Durham early? I'm not sure, but I've got a couple there, and they're January King, they're going to go in. Yeah, I'm quite pleased I managed to get them all in. They were desperate, they were quite root bound. Hopefully they'll perk up and start feeling a bit happier now they're in the ground. Yeah, it's just proper wool. That's quite nice, really. Be like spinning it and making a jumper. Never mind putting it around my turnips. And I'm just gonna place it round each one like that. Hope for the best, because apparently the slugs do not like the texture. There we are. That all looks quite neat and tidy, doesn't it? I'm quite pleased with that. So I've ended up putting in all the Swedes. I put in 4 January King cabbages and even a couple of sprout plants. Job's well done. I've decided this net might as well go back on. It's not doing any harm, and it's going to be easier just to put it on than it is to take it off, to be honest. I didn't come up intending to harvest anything today, but that's a lovely little crop of stuff, isn't it? Well, I feel like I've managed to make a bit of a dent in the mountain of plants on this table, but there's still masses to go in and nowhere to put it. My peas are pretty much finished now. If I had any strength I would do that today, but I'm out of energy now. I think I'll come up in the next couple of days, get the peas out and get another load of stuff in, and then I don't know where we'll go from there. Anyway, thank you for joining me, and we will catch you on the next one. Bye.